Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to be here with you. Today, we'll be exploring how to build a coherent class identity. The focus is on helping groups work together effectively. This is our first slide, so let me briefly tell you what we'll cover. We'll look at strategies for fostering teamwork, creating a sense of unity, and making sure everyone feels connected. I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to sharing some valuable insights with you. A class has its own identity, life, and energy. What I mean by that is, each class isn't just a collection of students. It develops its own unique character over time. It can have moods, like feeling lively or tired, and focus, like being attentive or distracted. Just like a person, a class can even have its own energy that influences how everyone feels and interacts. This idea of a class having character and energy highlights that it's more than just the sum of individual students. It's a living, dynamic group that takes on a personality of its own. Recognizing this helps us understand the importance of nurturing a positive environment. In the bigger picture, this concept connects to how we see classrooms not just as spaces for learning, but as vibrant communities. It reminds us that fostering a strong, positive class identity can really impact the overall learning experience. All right, let's talk about building that initial comfort in the room. The first step is to find someone who, and I want you to think about engaging with someone new. It's about breaking the ice and starting to create those connections early on. So I encourage you to stand up and mingle a bit, move around, get comfortable with your surroundings. As you do that, take a moment to learn each other's names. Remembering names is such a simple but powerful way to build rapport and show respect. Now, to make this process even more engaging, we'll do some icebreakers and GTKY activities. Get to know you. These activities are designed to make everyone feel more at ease and foster a friendly, open environment. The key here is to create a welcoming atmosphere where everyone feels comfortable sharing and participating. This initial step sets the tone for the rest of our session, so I encourage you to be open, curious, and approachable. Building that initial comfort is essential for a productive and engaging experience ahead. Let's talk about how to really engage our participants. First, we want to provoke creative responses and genuine enjoyment. This means designing activities that inspire them to think outside the box and have fun doing it. When people enjoy the process, they're more likely to participate actively and remember what they've learned. Next, we emphasize the importance of requiring groups to work together for shared solutions. Collaboration encourages teamwork and helps build a sense of community. It's not just about individual effort, it's about pooling ideas and finding common ground. We also focus on compromise. In discussions, it's essential to foster an environment where exchanging meaningful ideas takes precedence over just practicing language skills. The goal is authentic communication, where participants feel heard and understood. By doing all this, we're strengthening the bond within the group. These strategies create a supportive atmosphere that promotes connection and trust, which ultimately enhances the overall learning experience. So, when we combine creativity, collaboration, and genuine dialogue, we set the stage for a more engaging and impactful session. Let's talk about building shared purpose and teamwork. One way to do this is by developing a collective identity, where everyone feels like they belong to something bigger than themselves. An effective method for fostering this is by inviting sharing, such as through activities like the Road of My Life, where individuals share personal stories that reveal their values and experiences. This helps create a personal connection among team members, making the group more cohesive. Importantly, we can work together without always relying on explicit language goals. Sometimes, just engaging in shared activities or conversations naturally fosters understanding and collaboration. This leads us beyond language, creating a genuine sense of community where everyone feels connected and supported. Ultimately, when we focus on these aspects, shared purpose, personal connection, and community, we strengthen teamwork in a meaningful way that resonates throughout the entire presentation theme. Today, I want to highlight how we come together to support a cause that truly matters. One way we do this is through fundraising, where everyone's effort helps us make a real impact. Another exciting aspect is when we write, act, and produce group masterpieces. These are our class plays and films. They not only showcase our talents, but also help us create a shared voice for our school community. Plus, we have ongoing projects like magazines and blogs that keep everyone engaged and connected. All of these efforts show how working together can create meaningful change and strengthen our community. The energy and achievement that we experience when people come together, combining their abilities and efforts, is truly remarkable. It's about more than just working side by side. It's about creating a synergy that amplifies our strengths and overcomes challenges more effectively. When we leverage each other's skills and perspectives, we don't just add to what we can do, we multiply it. This concept of synergy highlights how collaboration can lead to greater innovation, productivity, and success. Throughout this presentation, we've seen how working together isn't just a nice idea, it's a vital driver of progress and achievement. So, the power of synergy reminds us that, when we unite our efforts, the possibilities become much greater than what any one of us could achieve alone. All right, let's talk about making synergy happen within a group. First, it's essential that the group stays task-focused on their goals. This means keeping our eyes on what we want to achieve together. At the same time, we need to stay process-focused on ensuring everyone is fairly involved. When people feel included and their contributions matter, it creates a positive environment for collaboration. Now, a key part of this is that members feel valued and safe. When people feel secure, they're more willing to take risks, share bold opinions, and really contribute their ideas without fear of judgment. That's how innovation and creative solutions emerge. Trust plays a huge role here too. Participants need to listen to each other actively and respect different viewpoints. It's important that ideas are never dismissed or ridiculed. When respect is at the core, everyone feels comfortable sharing, which strengthens the group's overall effectiveness. So, in summary, making synergy happen is about balancing focus, both on goals and on fair involvement, while fostering an environment of trust and respect. When we do that, we create a space where everyone can truly collaborate and accomplish great things together. Now let's look at slide 9, which is all about rebuilding the original text together. This step is called reconstruct. After we've listened and taken notes, it's time to work with a partner to compare what we've written. Pairing up allows us to see different perspectives and fill in any gaps. Remember, the goal here is to piece the text back together as accurately as possible. This process not only improves our listening and memory skills, but also enhances our understanding of the text structure. So, stay engaged and collaborate effectively to master this challenge. All right, let's talk about some quick fixes to reset our focus when things aren't going as planned. First up is stand up. Simply getting up from your seat can do wonders. Movement helps reset your focus quickly and clears your mind. Next, get moving. Try adding some energy by introducing a bit of time pressure. This can spur you into action and shake off any sluggishness. Changing pace is another effective strategy. Sometimes, just abandoning the current activity and trying something new can refresh your perspective and boost your motivation. Then there's stop and pivot. Take a moment to name the current mood you're experiencing and check if everyone agrees. It helps you acknowledge how you're feeling and adjust accordingly. Finally, pause and name. Pausing briefly to identify what's going on internally can be a powerful quick fix. These simple techniques are all about regaining momentum and staying adaptable, which ties back to our overall theme of maintaining resilience and focus in any situation. As we reach the final stage in the life cycle of a group, we see the process of saying goodbye, which naturally involves feeling a sense of loss. It's a time when members reflect on what they've accomplished and start to move on to new opportunities. Throughout this cycle, communication plays a vital role, whether it's sharing achievements with the outside world or informing others about our progress. When a group is functioning at its peak, we call that the performing stage, where high achievement and productivity are the norm. But before reaching that point, groups go through the norming phase, where members settle down, agree on tasks, and begin collaborating effectively. Initially, there's the storming phase, where members come together, check out each other's roles, and seek the right fit within the group. It's a critical phase because it involves some disagreements and energy as everyone tries to establish their place. And before all of this, there's the forming stage, where the group first comes together and starts to understand each other. This phase is about establishing initial relationships and setting the foundation for future teamwork. So this cycle, from forming, storming, norming, performing, and finally mourning, illustrates the natural progression of group development. Recognizing these stages helps us better manage group dynamics and support effective teamwork throughout the entire process. As we come to the end of our cycle, the harvest is reviewed, marking a time to reflect on the achievements we've made. People are preparing to leave, carrying forward what they've learned and experienced. This slide beautifully illustrates the 4 seasons as metaphors for our growth and change throughout any project or journey. In autumn, we see an abundance of growth and trust. It's a season where people work together openly, fulfilling goals with a sense of cooperation and shared purpose. It's a time of culmination and gratitude. Moving into summer, trust begins to break through more visibly. Defensive attitudes relax as new life appears, symbolizing optimism and the opening up of relationships and ideas. It's a period of warmth and renewed energy. Spring, on the other hand, can be a bit tense. There are tensions and defensiveness, much like the ground being frozen and weather stormy. It's a transitional phase where growth is just starting, but challenges are still present. Finally, winter represents the quiet, reflective period, times of rest and introspection. Just like winter's cold, it's a time to pause, recharge, and prepare for the next cycle of growth. Together, these 4 seasons remind us that growth isn't linear. It involves ebbs and flows. Recognizing where we are in this cycle helps us understand how to navigate each phase with awareness, ultimately connecting back to our overall theme of continuous development and resilience.